Just because the days are getting shorter and weather more unpredictable doesn't mean that we have to stop exploring. I was starting to feel the hiking itch and suggested that we do the Cape Scott Trail over Thanksgiving. Our escape to nature got off to a rocky start when those of us coming from the south end of the island were delayed due to an accident. What normally should have taken 20 minutes for me to get from Duncan to Chemainus took 2.5 hours, meaning that I rolled up to Port McNeill at 1:30 in the morning. Looks like I am not the only tired one.
Hello. We made it.
We geared up and hit the trail. Cape Scott is a rugged and wild coastal ecosystem of old-growth forest, beaches, and marshes, with a layered human history and challenging remote trails. Those of us who have hiked this trail before were pleasantly surprised with the lack of mud that we experienced.
We have reached Mushroom Alley. Oh, so many species of fungi. And then we got something up here. More mushrooms. There's some mushrooms. Oh look, more mushrooms. Look at all these shrooms. Oh my god, there's more shrooms! Looks like a little condo.
In the late 1890s, Danish settlers, tempted by free land, attempted to establish farming and fishing communities at San Joseph Bay, Hansen Lagoon, Fisherman's Bay, and nearby sites. They built dikes, a co-op store, a community hall, and a church, and tried to farm the land. But isolation, poor access to markets, violent weather, and failed government promises to build a road made the settlement economically unsustainable, and most residents left by the 1910s. After 4.5 hours and 18 kilometers later, we reached the beautiful and very windy shores of Nell's Bight, our home base for the next 2 nights. A high tide meant that we had to do some minor gymnastics to get across the water source to some of the protected campsites in the forest. After setting up camp and filling our bellies, we decided to make a shelter and a fire.
So we are trying to tarp an area so that we can have a fire next to this nice little A-frame that's been made. As you can see, it is very windy. We don't need no men.
We started to see the shorter days of fall as the sun began to set and we had yet to build a fire, but nevertheless we were determined.
Was that you or the board? Oh, there
It
you
wasn't
go.
much, but sounded like something.
Jesus. Stabilize.
It's so
Stabilize. Holy fuck.
Get rid of it. We need coals first.
Disqualified, doesn't meet criteria.
Sticky.
Wall bramble sticks are nice. You need just
And then the real party started. After a busy day, we added layers to combat the fall temperatures and climbed into our sleeping bags.
How people filter water. We got our dirty bag, our filter, and then your clean bag. And in Henry's case, there's an extra step because the clean bag has a hole in it. At least it's like a convenient nozzle.
Extra, it's an extra access.
Extra access, yeah.
Bonus. Bonus.
Practicing your aim. This is day 2 on the Cape Scott Trail. We're camped out at Nell's Bight and we're gonna head up to the lighthouse today, check out Guy's Bay along the way, It's very windy out, so we're gonna get a bit sandblasted, I expect, but it's beautiful weather, sunny, blue skies, and another day in paradise.
I love the coastal hike along Experiment Bight to Guy's Bay. If you time the tides correctly, you can hike all the way along the shore, then cross over the dunes into Guy's. Guy's Bay once housed a military radar base as well. It was originally built in 1942 and became operational in 1943. This unit was part of Canada's early warning network against Japanese aircraft in the Pacific. Remnants of the military era, such as the plank road segments on the way to the lighthouse, remain as reminders of this area's history. The Cape Scott Lighthouse remains operated by the Canadian Coast Guard and is one of the few remaining lighthouses on the BC coast that has not been fully automated. On the way back from the lighthouse, we took a quick detour to Sea Stack Beach and had a fun time exploring the unique formations. We then returned to Nell's Bight via the main inland route. It was interesting to see the variety of Thanksgiving dinners. From canned turkey, deli turkey, or dehydrated turkey, all of the variations tasted wonderful, in the company of friends and family on a beautiful beach.
We're setting out, day 3. Wind died down a lot last night. It's pleasant to actually walk on the beach. Pretty good send off.
In the late 1890s, Danish settlers identified Hansen Lagoon as a potential farming site. The lagoon had tidal flats and marshy land with good organic soils behind it, which could be converted to pasture or cropland. The idea was to build dikes and embankments across the lagoon mouth to reduce saltwater inundation and to drain the flats. 2 different dike builds were attempted, and unfortunately both of them failed. Remains of the settlers' efforts can still be seen today as you cross the meadows. On our way out, we took a sneaky route that bypasses the main trail and cuts through the lagoon. Not for the faint of heart, this route should only be taken at low tide.
It's day 3, and Henry is unstoppable. We have evolved.
Last video from here.
From instant coffee straight in the mouth to energy packets in water. The proper delivery system.
Evolve.
Back at the parking lot, another successful trip is concluded.